Good morning. How are you today? Well, we're getting closer to a chillier time of year, but it's still very pleasant here, although I am wearing a sweatshirt today. I think it's really cool, uplifting, you might say, that Mr. Shatner, formerly Captain Kirk of the Star Trek, is experiencing at 90 what it's like to really be in space, even if it's only for 12 minutes or so. And I guess it's a fraction of that. He got to float, and it's a kick. Many years ago, I was on the Washington International Horse Show Board of Directors, and in a single evening, I got to meet Shatner in person and Bo Derek in the context of they both are quite proficient riders, and they put on quite a demonstration. And I have to admit that I was very surprised when speaking to Bo Derek, though I've never had a sister. It was like just talking to another charming, seemingly, graduate student type. And but then when she performed, it was like there was this other dimension to her. And the same with Shatner. Shatner had these walking horses, Tennessee walking horses, and he was quite a rider. So I kind of celebrate the fact that he got to go into space. But another reason for people of my generation to get a kick out of it wasn't just watching Star Trek. It was I was very good at math, but I also liked magic, and I did magic. I did tricks every week. I got them from a local store with whatever money I got delivering a paper route, the Bronx Press Review, and odd jobs, worked in the cleaners. But then all of a sudden in 57 there was Sputnik up in the sky. And with these eyes that had not yet aged, I could actually see the spheroid go across the sky. And for me and a lot of other people, that changed their view about what we could do and what was important. And because I was good at math, I thought, maybe someday I'll get involved in the space program. And I have degrees in physics and engineering, but politics and law caught my attention along the way. And for a lot of Americans, science became a very important factor in a lot of the things, the special developments, the innovation that we had. Above and beyond going to the moon was as a result of the space race, and the hidden ugly part of it was we didn't want to give up domination of the skies for warlike activity. But the positive scientific side was that we could do so much. And it's a real shame and a disgrace that in these days, despite that background in science, we have this pandemic and nobody can figure it out. Well, talking about another big problem, our republic, today we're going to find out maybe what the House is made of, because witnesses are not going to appear. If they do, well, then maybe they'll actually say something that's of use. But the betting money in Las Vegas, I don't know that they have such a thing, is that they're not going to show up. I don't know, all four, two of the four, we'll see. And then the test will be what kind of guts the Congress has. They talk a good game, but they really need to get out and do something about this, and maybe they will. And the reason I hope they do, because I think it is affecting races in Virginia, where I am, and New Jersey probably, although I don't follow that as closely as I do where I am. The question is, how will they do it? I'd just put these guys in the Huska at the bottom of the Senate and eliminate delays and opportunities for this to mess up in the Justice Department. But I suspect what they'll do is they'll go to the floor and they'll get authority to prosecute for contempt those who didn't produce documents or appear before the House committee for their depositions, and then go to court. And then we'll find out what Garland is worth and whether Biden is supporting this. And how important is it? Well, it's important if law matters, and I believe it does. But it's important politically for similar reasons, because more and more you see, not just myself and maybe all you guys and gals out there, but a lot of people are saying, hey, Dems, get a spine, do something. Don't just talk to us. And it's affecting the the Virginia race. So the more they show profile, the more they show some guts instead of talking and wringing their hands and grabbing their pearls, the better off the republic is. And speed matters. You know, we talked about this the other day. If a kid does something wrong, if you're going to discipline him, put him in the corner or something, you do it immediately, cut off the TV, those kinds of things. And we have to do the same, even more with adults who for years have thought they could ignore the law, ignore these coercive techniques by which we do enforce the law, make it real, not just for the offenders, but for everybody to see and to be deterred from committing unlawful acts and creating a poison that runs through the system, that there's this huge class of people that can do whatever they want. Anarchists who believe that they should run the government and that it should not be a democracy. So I'm hopeful that we'll see some action on the Hill today. But I think the good news story is it's a kick to see a 90-year-old man who played a fictional star explorer appear in a spaceship, even for a short period of time, at his advanced age. It's really cool. And, you know, from the limited time I saw him a long time ago, off stage he seemed to be a humble, nicely spoken man. And the performance that you normally see that entertains us, that's part of him too. But we all got to participate in this mixture of symbolism and reality by him going up into space for even a few minutes. So have a good time. A good day today. We'll talk later about what transpires on the Hill when people appear or don't appear and are summoned to follow the law. All the best. Bye-bye.